All right. So after 28 years of whispers, wild guesses, and just plain confusion, the mystery around Biggie Smalls' 1997 passing has finally been untangled in 2025. And let's just say, it's a lot twistier than anyone expected. What really went down that night in LA? Who was pulling the strings? And why did it take this long to piece things together? If you think you've heard it all, think again. This update turns the whole story upside down. So stick around, because what we're about to spill might just blow your mind. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Back in the days when dial-up was a thing and social media wasn't running our lives, the biggest headline in hip-hop wasn't about who dropped the hottest single. It was about who was beefing with who. And trust, no rap rivalry turned heads like the East Coast versus West Coast showdown. At the heart of it all, none other than Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G. What started off like a buddy comedy setup quickly spiraled into a hip-hop soap opera, complete with betrayal, rumors, and lyrical jabs. Hard to believe now, but Pac and Biggie were once actually friends. We're talking real respect, not just industry politeness. Biggie reportedly even stayed at Pac's place when he was in LA, and Pac, he was bumping Biggie's early tracks like Party and Bulls on set. They had completely different styles. Biggie with his flashy bars about the high life, Pac digging deep into society's problems. But both could command a mic like no one else. It was all good, until it wasn't. Everything flipped in November 1994 when Pac was heard outside Quad Studios in New York. And guess who'd invited him there? Biggie's boy, Lil Cease. That alone had Pac raising eyebrows. Add in the fact that Biggie and Sean Diddy Combs were at the studio that night. Let's just say Pac wasn't feeling the coincidence. Things got real tense, real fast. Biggie later dropped "Who Shot Ya?", which he claimed wasn't about Pac at all. But Pac wasn't buying that story. Behind bars at the time, he fired back with "Hit 'Em Up," a no-holds-barred track that lit up the industry and made it clear the gloves were off. From there, it wasn't just about music. It was about crews, record labels, and reputation. Death Row Records rode with Pac, and Bad Boy backed Biggie. The media had a field day with it, turning every diss track into a front-page spectacle. Fans picked sides, and the rivalry grew into something way bigger than just two artists throwing shade. It became a cultural moment. When Pac passed in 1996, those close to Biggie made it clear he was devastated. Faith Evans, Big's wife at the time, told MTV News that Big called me and crying.